reflections on PEC201, I wanted to share some of my key takeaways and experiences from the semester activities. One of the main things that really stood out to me was the importance of clear communications. The broken radio activities was a perfect example for this. Seeing how easily a message could get distorted as it passed from person to person really highlighted the need for us to be precise and mindful in how we articulate ourselves. I also found myself developing my observation, interpretation, and creative thinking skills through the drawing, guessing games. Both participating in them and thinking about how to design them to be challenging but not impossible was a really engaging process. And finally, the product selling activity was a fantastic practical experience. It pushed me to apply persuasive speaking techniques in a real-world scenario. Plus, the storytelling activity that my group organized was really showing me the power of creativity and thinking on your feet. What was new or surprising? Well, I honestly taken aback by how difficult it was to play the no answer game. It made me realize just how automatic our responses can be. Also, the drawing games really highlighted how different people can interpret the same visual cues, and I definitely didn't expect to enjoy the selling activities as much as I did. The creativity in the storytelling also surprised me. Some of my classmates came up with incredible imaginative narratives from the random objects. Thinking back, I've actually changed my mind about a few things. I used to think verbal communication was simple, but broken radio proved otherwise. I also underestimate the skill involved in conveying visual information accurately, and I now see selling as more than just pushing a product. It's about understanding people. Plus, I now recognize storytelling as a really valuable communication tool. Looking ahead, I know I need to develop my listening skills further. The broken radio game was really emphasized that. I also want to improve my visual communication skills and my ability to think creatively when designing activities. And definitely, I want to keep working on my persuasive speaking and storytelling abilities. There are still some things I'm a bit unsure about. For example, how do you really minimize information loss in chain communication? What are the best strategies for clear visual communication under time pressure? And how do you effectively handle really resistant customers? Also, I'm still exploring different ways to structure a compelling story. If I had to pick one thing I most like about these subjects, it would be the product selling and storytelling activities. They were just so engaging and allowed us to really apply what we were learning in a fun way. If there was one thing I least liked, it was probably the frustration that sometimes came with the broken radio activity, just because the message was always seemed to get garbled. But overall, all the activities were just really beneficial. Some interesting facts I pick up, including how easily message can change, the diverse way people interpret visually, and the importance of listening in cells. Oh, and how constraints can actually spark more creativity in storytelling. There are three main things I'd love to ask the lecturer more about: strategy for minimizing distortion in communication chains, techniques for clearer visual communication and facilitating group activity, and advanced persuasions tactics along with different storytelling structures. Finally, I'm still a little afraid of miscommunicating important informations, especially when the stakes are high. I'm also working on my confidence in interpreting complex visual and leading creative activities, and I sometimes worry about effectively persuading others and coming up with engaging stories on the spot. So that's a brief overview of my reflection on PEC201. It's been a really insightful semester and I've learned a lot through these activities. Thanks for listening.